Hi guys. So as I spoke about yesterday, this is the Mary altar that I put together for us to share. I just found a little scarf and I put it down, and then I got a nice little candle. This is the Mary plaque that my dad brought home for my son Ethan from Russia, and these are the special rosary beads that I got from my grandmother. So I just tried to find things that were special that would help me pray to Mary and think about the mothers in my life and connect to Mary and how much she loves us and love Jesus. And if you look at the top of Mary, that is the flower crown that I want to show you how you can make. And right next to it is just a little vase of flowers, just in case you have trouble with the flower crown and you get frustrated and you say, I can't do this. Well, guess what? It's still a very nice thing to put some fresh flowers that you find from the yard. These are buttercups. You can find them in a field. They're considered weeds, but they're very pretty. You can make any kind of altar. You can put things together with the help of your family, okay? So I wasn't sure what kind of flowers you would find around your house, so I tried to get a variety of things that are pretty common right now. So these are just different azaleas from around my neighbor's yards and from my yard. And this little guy, this white one, comes in purple too. And those grow in a ground cover, and those are perfect for what we're trying to do today. In my basket here are some honeysuckle type flowers, and those also can work. These are a little small, but the variety that are larger, if you see those work really well. And then I just have some more buttercups in case you don't have any kind of tube or trumpet flower like the honeysuckles or the azaleas. Then I can show you something to do with the other kinds of flowers. So let me set my camera here so we can start getting to work. I'll set it here so you can see my hands. All right, so basically it works like beading on a piece of yarn. You got to find yourself a nice branch or piece of grass that's going to act like your main yarn or necklace. And then you take off your leaves, and that's going to be what you string your flowers on. It's like a piece of string or yarn, like I said, okay? So that's step one. Step one is to find a nice sturdy stem that you think would be good to hold your flowers, okay? Great. Now, when I say trumpet flower, what do I mean? Well, here's a purple version of that one that I told you that was really good. These grow, they're like a ground cover. They're very common, so if you look around, you might see them, okay? They don't grow with the petals attached to the stem. All the petals sort of come out from the flower like a trumpet. Can you see that? And these are great because when you clip off the flower here, take it off. Here's my yarn. There's a hole in the center of this flower, just like a bead. And if you clip off a little bit of the end with your fingernail, or you could even use scissors if you want, there's a hole right there that you can string. Oops, my rosaries just fell. That you can string your stem right through. Let's see which end's going to work better for me here. And you just have to play around with it a little bit. You want to be gentle because the flowers are able to rip, but once you get the stem through it, it's like a hole, and you're just like stringing flower beads basically. So I slide it down, and then I'm started, and I just keep going from there. So let's look at an azalea one. I bet you guys have some of these in all different colors around your neighborhood. So let me say this, be sure you get permission before you start picking somebody's garden flowers and upset someone, all right? So make sure you're not picking something that someone's going to miss or get upset about. But these are usually pretty plentiful, and I bet you can find some different colored flowers. So I snipped the edge off. I actually tore this one, but it has 2 layers. And then you string it on like a bead. So now I have 2 flowers on my string. And you just keep going like that until you have enough that you think makes a pretty crown. And you can either put it at Mary's feet or you can put it on top like I had mine. Now let's say you don't have any flowers that have that trumpet look that I was talking about, where you can snip at the base of this flower right here and make a hole and run your stem inside. Okay, well, that's okay. I mean, if you find dandelions or you find buttercups, you just go ahead and weave it together. If some of you know how to braid, I know from our crown of thorns we made, and some of you don't, that's okay. Just play around with it. I would take the buttercups and I would sort of try and get them to stay together. Maybe I would twist it and twist in flowers as I go and then make a crown that way. And you could even tie the stems at the end. Okay? Play around with it, see what you can make. And like I say, get permission before you start going out and picking all of Mom's most beautiful tulips, okay? Make sure it's okay with her, with what you're picking. But this is a really nice way to honor Mary in May, and I hope it's something that you can do, and you can pray your rosary, you can practice with your altar to Mary, okay? I'm going to pause it. I'm going to show you my altar one more time, so hold on. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you're done. You see how I have the separate flowers basically beaded on, just like you would string beads onto a stem. And if it gives you too much trouble and you can't find the right flowers, just put a nice little vase in front of Mary, like the buttercups, okay? All right, guys, good luck. And if you want to take a picture of your altar and send it to me, I would love to see them, but it is not mandatory, okay? All right, see you next time.